What if one of the biggest threats to your long-term health isn't something you feel immediately? What if it's happening quietly every single day while you continue living normally? And what if many people over the age of 40 are already experiencing the early warning signs without realizing it? Hello, everyone. I'm Ms. Wong. And today, we're talking about something that affects millions of adults over 40. Yet most people do not fully understand it until serious problems begin appearing later in life. We're talking about inflammation, not the kind of inflammation you feel after an injury, not swelling from a cut or bruise, but silent, low-grade, chronic inflammation inside the body. Because according to many health researchers and medical experts, chronic inflammation may play a role in some of the most common long-term health conditions people face as they age. Heart disease, joint pain, fatigue, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, brain fog, poor circulation, and even accelerated aging itself. Now, here's the difficult part. Most people over 40 do not suddenly wake up one morning feeling severely unhealthy. Instead, the body often changes gradually. Energy becomes lower, recovery becomes slower, sleep feels less refreshing, weight becomes harder to manage, stress feels heavier, focus becomes weaker, and many people assume this is simply a normal part of getting older. But sometimes the body may actually be signaling that something deeper is happening beneath the surface. So today, we're going to break this down in simple language. What inflammation actually is, why it may increase after 40, what lifestyle habits may quietly contribute to it, and what many health experts recommend to support healthier aging over time. Now, before we continue, it's important to understand something very clearly. Inflammation itself is not automatically bad. In fact, inflammation is one of the body's most important survival systems. When you get injured, your immune system creates inflammation to help protect and repair tissue. If bacteria enter the body, inflammation helps fight infection. Without inflammation, human beings would not survive very long. The real problem begins when inflammation remains active for too long, especially at low levels, over many years. This is what some experts call chronic inflammation. And unlike sudden inflammation from an injury, chronic inflammation can be difficult to notice immediately because it often develops slowly, very slowly. Now, why does this matter more after 40? Because as people age, multiple systems in the body begin to change simultaneously. Hormones shift, muscle mass naturally declines, stress recovery may become slower, sleep quality may decrease, circulation may become less efficient, and lifestyle habits accumulated over decades begin affecting the body more noticeably. This is one reason why many people say, I felt fine in my 20s and 30s, but after 40, everything changed. Now, of course, aging itself is natural, but researchers increasingly believe that certain lifestyle patterns may either increase or reduce stress placed on the body over time. Let's talk about one of the biggest factors first: sleep. Many adults over 40 underestimate how important sleep truly is, because sleep is not simply rest. Sleep is recovery. During healthy sleep, the body performs repair processes involving the brain, hormones, immune system, muscles, and cardiovascular system. But chronic poor sleep may place extra stress on the body for years. And unfortunately, modern life has created many habits that quietly damage sleep quality. Late night screen exposure, chronic stress, irregular schedules, heavy meals before bed, alcohol, constant stimulation, and over time, poor sleep may affect energy, focus, mood, metabolism, and even inflammatory signaling inside the body. Now let's talk about another major issue: stress. This is incredibly important because many adults over 40 carry stress continuously without fully realizing how much pressure their bodies remain under. Financial stress, family stress, career pressure, health worries, relationship tension, constant news exposure. The nervous system was designed to handle short bursts of stress, not endless stress, every single day, for years. When stress hormones remain elevated too long, the body may stay in a constant fight or flight state. Heart rate increases, Blood pressure may rise, sleep quality decreases, digestion may suffer, and recovery becomes more difficult. This is one reason why stress management is becoming a much larger focus in modern health discussions. Now let's discuss food. And this part is important because nutrition conversations online often become very extreme. Some people believe one single food causes every health problem. Others believe supplements alone can solve everything. Reality is usually more complicated. Most health professionals generally agree on several basic principles. Highly processed foods are consumed constantly over long periods, may place extra strain on the body, especially diets high in excess sugar, ultra-processed ingredients, heavy refined carbohydrates, and heavily processed oils. At the same time, many adults do not consume enough fiber, whole foods, vegetables, healthy proteins, or hydration. And over the years, those habits may gradually affect energy, weight, circulation, and metabolic health. Another issue many adults over 40 experience is reduced movement. Modern life has become extremely sedentary. Many people spend hours sitting, hours driving, hours looking at screens with very little daily movement, but the human body was designed to move regularly. Movement affects circulation, joint health, muscle preservation, metabolism, mental health, and cardiovascular function. And here's something important many people overlook. Exercise does not necessarily mean extreme workouts. In fact, consistency matters far more than intensity for many adults over 40. Simple, regular walking, light strength training, mobility work, stretching, and moderate activity may provide significant long-term benefits when maintained consistently. Now let's talk about something many people notice after 40, brain fog and mental fatigue. Many adults describe feeling less mentally sharp, more forgetful, more drained, less focused. And while there can be many possible causes, lifestyle factors may play a major role. Poor sleep, chronic stress, limited movement, poor circulation, nutritional imbalance, constant overstimulation. The modern brain receives enormous amounts of information every day. Phones, notifications, news, social media, emails, advertising. The nervous system rarely gets truly quiet anymore. And over time, mental exhaustion may become chronic. This is one reason why many health experts now emphasize stress reduction, mindfulness, quiet time, outdoor activity, and healthier routines as important parts of long-term wellness. Now, here's something very important. Many adults believe they are too old to improve their health, but the body remains incredibly adaptive. Even after 40, even after 50, even after 60, research continues to show that healthier habits introduced later in life can still yield meaningful improvements over time. That's extremely important because too many people give up on themselves early. Now, does this mean people should chase perfection? Absolutely not. Perfection is unrealistic. The goal is not perfection. The goal is to reduce unnecessary stress placed on the body over long periods. Small L, consistent improvements matter enormously. Drinking more water consistently, walking regularly, sleeping better, managing stress more effectively. Reduce ultra-processed foods gradually, improving movement, getting regular checkups. Those small habits, repeated consistently over the years, may create much larger changes than people realize. Now, let's talk briefly about one of the biggest mistakes people make after 40. Ignoring symptoms. Many adults normalize warning signs for too long. Extreme fatigue, shortness of breath, poor sleep, frequent headaches, chest discomfort, dizziness, severe stress, circulation problems, joint pain. And many people delay seeking medical guidance because they assume, I'm just getting older. But sometimes, the body may be signaling something important. This is why regular medical checkups become increasingly valuable with age, because many serious conditions become easier to manage when identified early. And this is also why prevention matters so much. Many long-term health issues develop gradually over the years, not overnight. Now, another important topic is muscle loss. Many people don't realize that adults naturally lose muscle mass with age if strength and mobility aren't maintained. This matters because muscle supports balance, mobility, metabolism, joint protection, and overall physical resilience. And unfortunately, many adults become less active precisely when movement becomes even more important. This creates a difficult cycle. Lower activity leads to lower strength. Lower strength leads to less movement. Less movement may contribute to further decline over time. That's why even simple resistance training or body movement can become extremely valuable after 40. Now let's discuss something emotional for a moment. Fear. Many people over 40 quietly fear aging, fear of illness, fear of losing independence, fear of losing energy, fear of becoming weaker. But one of the healthiest mindset shifts people can make is this: aging does not automatically mean decline. The human body changes with age, but supportive habits still matter enormously. And many people in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond continue improving their health by consistently taking care of themselves. Now, of course, every person is different. Some people have underlying medical conditions, some face genetic factors, some face major life stress. Health is complex, but lifestyle still matters. Daily habits still matter. Consistency still matters. And awareness matters because many people spend decades ignoring their health until the body finally forces them to pay attention. Now, health is often built through simple habits repeated consistently over time. Not perfection, not an overnight transformation, but steady improvement, one day at a time. This video is for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. Always speak with a qualified healthcare professional regarding your own health concerns. Thank you for watching. And if you found this video helpful, consider liking, subscribing, and sharing it with someone over 40 who may benefit from hearing this message. Because understanding the body earlier may help people make healthier decisions long before serious problems appear later in life.